Here we are at Mi-Soul with another exclusive interview with Miss Gwendolyn Collins.
Hi,
So welcome to
Jam.
Mi-Soul.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
So tell me, because you're coming to music quite late, because you're in the tech industry, isn't it? Is your main career?
I am in cybersecurity, yes.
So what do you do exactly?
Cybersecurity, I'm a business advisor during the day and a singer and a mom during the rest of my life.
And is that what you've always done in the tech industry? You've been in?
I've been in the tech industry for about 20 years now.
Okay.
Yes. In cyber for about 13.
And so that's kind of your background, but now you're a successful independent soul singer.
Yes.
So how did that happen? How?
Oh, I've always been singing. I've been in a lot of bands, a lot of choruses and choirs. I moved to Maryland from New Jersey, and the scene in my area, as far as the music scene in DC and Maryland, Virginia, is so amazing, and it's so full of good artists. So I guess about 3 years ago, I met some keyboardists who said, hey, let's try to do something. And they encouraged me to write my first song. I was very scared to do it. And out came Share, which we put it out there on iTunes, and it did pretty good.
So all this time, growing up and everything, you've been singing, but more as a sort of hobby and a sideline rather than
like
taking
cover
it seriously.
songs and in bands and just doing it on the weekends for fun, but never, ever, ever, ever thought about writing my own material.
So what was that tipping point that actually made you think, maybe what people are saying to me, I should take this seriously and I should do it?
It was just the encouragement of a keyboard player, her name is Ali Wright, and a conga player, Marie Anderson. They just told me to try it because they would write, and I'll be honest, I was so afraid. I was really, embarrassed to try to write my own material, and they just kept encouraging me. And I said, okay, I'll do it. And then once I felt like I got a hang of it, honestly, I was writing a song like every other day. Like everything I saw in the world in front of me, I ran home and wrote a song about it because I ended up building my own studio. Like I got into it so much that I started just building a place where I could always express myself through my style of art.
So not only was it the first time that you were performing professionally, but it's the first time you're actually writing as well.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
and now things have kind of accelerated quite quickly. So you did Share, and then what happened?
Share made it on the UK soul charts, and I was so amazingly surprised because honestly, I said, oh, well, my friends and my family will listen to Share, maybe, maybe not. And from there, I just kept writing, and I decided I was going to be a single artist. Like, I'm just going to put out singles every 6 months, trying to keep that good feeling to continue. And then one day I said, girl, you got all this music. Just go ahead and put it out there. So kept building the studio.
You were putting singles out, weren't you?
I was.
Take
I
a
put out
Walk.
Share, Take a Walk, and The Simple Things, and Peel Me a Grape. I put out kind of like a soft release, the whole jazzy Peel Me a Grape. And then I released the CD. About 6 months took me to put it together. Started out with 20 songs, down to I think 14, and here we are.
And it's what, 18 months since you put out Share, and now you're in the UK performing?
August of 2013 is when I put Share out. So what, about 15 months, a year and a half.
Which is amazing.
It's so amazing.
How does it feel considering most of your life and career you've been focused on sort of the tech side of things, and all of a sudden you have this other side that's just exploded from nowhere in the last 18 months or so. How does that feel?
It feels really great, but I also believe that things happen when they are supposed to happen. So my youngest is 15 years old now. So I feel like I can be here for almost 2 weeks and not really be so concerned about, is he doing his homework? And I just think that it came at a time when I was mature enough to, I want to say handle it, but not in a bad way, but to be able to kind of balance all those things, my career, my kids, and my music. I think if I would have done this like when I was in my 20s or my 30s, I probably would have been a wreck and I would have messed up one of them, if not all of them. So,
because what you've done is quite inspirational. There's lots of people, obviously, when they're young,
yeah,
they get into singing or whatever they want to do. And sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. But very few people in later life decide to follow their dream and do something different, and have achieved what you've achieved. So
yeah, and John, I'll tell you, when I went into it, JM, I didn't have expectations, and I think that's what actually blessed me, because I didn't go into it saying I want my CD to be on a chart, or I want Mi-Soul to play my music or to invite me to Music Connects. I went into it just wanting to share my style of art, and that was it. So that also kind of balanced me. Like whatever happens is huge to me. Being here right now, if I hear, on an internet station, anything that happens, I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they're playing my song, or they're even mentioning my name, or they want to be my Facebook friend. So, and again, I think that's part of the maturity in knowing where I am in my life. My son is my priority at all times. So it's all good though.
And so, 20 years ago when it was all about record labels, and unless you got signed, you didn't really have a hope of having a career.
Right.
Now you've created this through the digital revolution.
Yeah.
So how does that feel? How do you feel about all that?
For me, I will say that I am an independent artist that is happy and loving being an independent artist. And I think the whole digital media thing, of course, the social media. And I always say, the internet and all the DJs with the radio stations who can share my music globally. I find it to be amazing. I think this is a much better time to be an artist and to be able to put out your music than, 20 years ago. And I'll still say, I don't think I would ever sign, if that happened. I've had some labels approach me, and I'm kind of like, I just love doing it the way I'm doing it right now.
So talk to me about the independent experience. How is that? Because it can't be easy, because you've got obviously a lot of costs. You've got to record an album, work with musicians, tour, pay for CDs to be produced, as you've done, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
How is that?
It's a lot of work, and when people come to me for advice, I say, listen, you can't just talk the talk. Like, you got to be ready to walk the walk. So it's a lot of work. And I kind of make this joke that I have a degree in business now, music, marketing, accounting, like all the different things that you have to really learn about and to become a part of. But I have a team, so I'm quite blessed. Me and my manager's here with me, Sylvia. I have someone who helps me with PR at home. And I just have people who I just call like my street team, my road dogs, just whatever needs to get done. But again, I think at the maturity level that I am at, I've been with my company for so long that it allows for these type of things without too much stress. Even, being able to finance my project, I'm not like, oh my God, where am I going to come up with this money? I'm older, so I have savings. And so it all feels good. But I will tell anybody, be prepared, because there's so much you have to learn and that you have to do.
And would you say building a team around you is an important part of that?
I think building a team around you that you can trust, and building a team around you that will be 100% honest with you at all times, and just make sure that your best interest is very, very important. And it doesn't have to be someone that has, a degree in marketing. It could just be you have a friend that's creative and they can make flyers. Or they just have a creative eye and they can maybe create your CD design. Like, all those skills you can kind of tap into. So I've taken 5 people, and now we kind of have some marketing and some digital design, and, my finances are taken care of. So, because I just have someone that happens to be really good with money, with their own personal money. So I said, okay, well, can you be really good with my artist money? So it is important.
Working?
It's really good. Sometimes I want to spend way more money than Miss Sylvia Swenson will allow me to, but she keeps things in order, and that's why I'm here. Like, honestly, if she wasn't really taking care of those things for me, I could not have been here as long, and then to be able to attach days on at the end so I can kind of do holiday is pretty awesome.
And now you've started this journey. Now you've unleashed this.
I know.
Where is this going to lead for you? Where do you see it going?
I don't know, because I've said that to Sylvia and Jim before I left. I said, what's next? Because I feel like so much has happened since August of last year. Like, I don't want it to stop. But I feel like the things I'm experiencing now, even people at home, they go, oh my God, I can't believe like you've kind of achieved this in a short amount of time. So I don't know what's next. I'm hoping that there's a certain PR firm here that might help me with what should be next. So.
And are you still writing prolifically and stuff?
Yeah. Well, I was in the studio last night with Deborah Debs. I probably write at least once a week now. I'm not doing it every other day. Releasing the CD, I don't have as much time to write because I'm a lot more active, thank goodness, because of the CD. But I'm constantly at least writing something on a piece of paper. I may not put a melody to it right then and there, but I probably have at least 2 EPs that I could release right now if I wanted to. And believe me, I want to, but I know it's not the right thing to do right now.
But inevitably, it seems what you're saying is there will be more products. It will come.
There will be
when the time comes and when it's right.
Yeah. Plus, I'm writing. I'm so blessed because I sold my first song to another independent artist. That's I won't say her name, but she has an amazing voice, and she's going to sing a song that I wrote, a bossa nova tune, on her CD. And I record people in my studio. I do vocal arrangements. So in some way, I'm always kind of connected.
So is that another avenue for you then, writing songs for other people and producing other people as well?
That's actually when people say, what's your goal? I surprise them because I say, I want to be like the female Quincy Jones. Like, I want to be like that person in the independent artist scene that can help make other independent artists' dreams come true. You can come to my studio. You don't have to spend a guru of money. I'll help you with your backgrounds for nothing so you can have that full sound. So I'll help you write a song, or I'll write for you. So that's my dream. Like,
so you've built a home studio, have you? Or
yeah, I have a really nice home studio.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're really going for this?
I'm really going for this, and I've recorded quite a few people there that trust me to actually come to my home studio. And it's at home, but we all know you can have stuff at home. I have state-of-the-line equipment, and we have so much fun. They feel really comfortable with me because, I can be a little silly and goofy. So, and we record stuff in no time. No one's scared, kind of like that feeling you can have when you're with someone that you don't really know.
And can you ever see this becoming your day job?
I would love for it to become my day job as long as it still felt good, if that makes any sense. I want music to always feel good. I don't want to feel like, oh my God, I have to be in the studio tonight for 12 hours because I need to pay my mortgage or something. So as long as it still feels good and it's from the heart and soul, yeah, bring it on.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Gwendolyn, for coming
Thank
to Mi-Soul.
you.
Welcome to London.
Thank you. I'm having a great time.